Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering. Off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler review series videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there and try out food and drink items. I eat stuff and drink stuff, then, folks. I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks. I'm not going to lie. We're going extra fancy with this one. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear a super cool shirt, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. But what super cool shirt am I wearing for you today? Well, it happens to be my, boom, the Defect shirt. Yeah, it's a very neat looking shirt. Interesting fun fact, although I like this design quite a bit, there actually was a shirt design that was even cooler that I liked. And I went to the guy who was at the merch table and I was like, you got it in 2X? Because I'm a big dude. I mean, I'm not. And he's like, sure do. And he comes back and he's like, I only got it in 3X. And I was like, that's fine, I'll do 3X. And he comes back, I only got it in 4X. It's like 4X is a bit much even for me. I'm not quite, or so. But this is a cool shirt anyway. The Defect are a musical project slash band. I'm not exactly sure how it works out. That consists of the Browning frontman and his wife, and then they also have a drummer. I don't know if the drummer is like a full member or how that whole thing works, but I got to see them perform live about a month ago, and I thought they were absolutely fantastic. I actually got some videos of their performance on my channel, just in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to kind of point you in the right direction as far as their music goes, because I think they're incredible. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why are we getting all extra fancy schmancy? Well, folks, that's because I'm trying out a special menu from a local spot. It's a place by me called Zenwich that specializes in Asian fusion sandwiches, and I've reviewed a lot of their stuff over the years that I've been doing the show. And every now and again, they started doing this kind of this year, or maybe at the end of last year, I forget, where occasionally they'll do like these special like lunch brunch menu things. And they'll have like a DJ come in, they'll have like special chefs come in, and they come up with all these nifty new items. So, I got one of them, and boy oh boy do I hope this is good, because it was expensive. What is it though? It happens to be, boom, it's big ass prawns! Specifically, these are their grilled jumbo river prawns. Ooh, okay. Yeah, man, these were $20, so I'm hoping that they're really delicious. I have faith, though, because I think Zenwich is a great spot. By the way, what with this being a review of a local spot, this review, my last review, I just reviewed some wontons from them. Going to end up on my Eating Out Illinois playlist, which is a playlist for just Illinois spots. So let's get a thing for the thing. I mean, that's definitely a jumbo-ass prawn. Let's see if we can we get like a thing? I don't know how sexy this is going to look. We'll go like that. Ha 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 ha! And yeah, okay. Fork. Luckily, I've been doing these so long, I always have silverware available. Okay, so how do I'm not 100% sure on how I'm doing this, but, because there's like, and then I have sauce also, so. Okay, let's do, alright. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, clearly. That is my lack of fanciness showing through right there. Let's see if we can just... Alright, cool. Yeah, let's just tear it. Ooh, come here. Come here. Look at that! That's a lot of prawn, and there's still more there. Okay. Okay. That's a nice prawn right there. I love seafood. In fact, I lament the fact that I don't eat more seafood. But it's, getting the seafood, and seafood is expensive. Okay. Nicely cooked, not chewy or anything like that. my dad, when he was still around, he would cook a lot of seafood. So I've got a certain penchant for, how I want the seafood to taste. One thing I will say, you can definitely tell that these are like river prawns. They have a little bit more of an earthy taste to them. Whereas, comparatively to, prawns from the sea or what the fuck ever, maybe a little bit more of that kind of sea salty kind of taste. But they're nice. Cooked really well. What are you? Okay. Like, I'm guessing that's like a sauce or something? I'm definitely a little bit confused by the construction, but that's on me. I just, We've also got this green sauce that came with it. Okay. Let's try this. Kind of reminds me of like a pesto almost. Ooh. Ooh. It's like it's kind of like a verde salsa. Oh, that's really good. Yes. Okay. Cool. All right, well, let's get it the other one. And we'll try it in kind of the different sauces that are available to us. And we'll get some of like the giblet sauce or whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't know. The texture almost reminds me a little bit of like a mustard. It's got a little heat to it. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. It does a nice job of not overpowering the prawn. Okay. Yeah. Like, it's a very mild sauce. Again, it has like a little bit of a heat to it, kind of at the very, very end, but not, like, I wouldn't really consider it spicy, just has like a little bit of a kick. Okay. That works really well with that prawn, because it goes over there, it lets the prawn still be nice and tasty, and, again, you still get that prawn flavor, but it kind of takes some of that sort of, again, kind of earthy edge off of it a little bit. That's really nice. Okay. And let's go ahead, let's get some in this like verde kind of verde kind of vibe. Oh, that verde, man, that's got a kick. It's not crazy spicy, but like, it gives you something to think about. Okay. All right. Well, I enjoy each of the components. I think that kind of verde style salsa, and I apologize, I don't know, what it's supposed to be otherwise, but that's the closest thing I can go with it. That's really delicious. I appreciate that it's got almost kind of a sweetness, almost a little fruitiness, but then it also has that really nice kick. I will say, though, I think that between the two sauces available, I think I preferred it with like that sort of internal sauce that they had with it, just because, again, it was a little bit more mild. It let the prawn still really kind of, shine through and be the highlight. Whereas with the salsa, that one over there definitely kind of took, the forefront. But, okay, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Yes, caveats. Yes, caveats. Here's the thing. That's really tasty, and it does absolutely hit for me in the way that I wanted that seafood to hit, because, again, like, I don't get it as often as I would like. So I appreciate that element of things. And I think that with a little bit more me figuring out how I want to, which sauces I want to use and how I want to use them and all that stuff, I could perfect the entire operation as far as, my eating is concerned. I will say this. I understand why it's a $20 dish. With it being a $20 dish, and again, it's a special menu item, so it's not something that they're going to have available all the time. I could see going over there when they do have it available, potentially getting it again, But if it were like a regular menu item, it'd be a little bit outside my price range as like a regular item kind of thing. But as an occasional treat, absolutely, because the prawn was cooked really nicely. I like both of the sauces that it uses. And that, like, again, that green sauce, they need to make that as like a regular sauce that they have available because that's fucking delicious, man. So, again, I do think I would get this again in the future, but more as an occasional once in a while kind of thing. Now, if I'm recommending it, same kind of vibe. I mean, granted, I don't know who you are, what you're doing. Maybe you're a balla, right? And you're just dropping it, dropping the Benjamins. Is that what the kids still say? I don't know. I'm not down with the kids anymore. I'm damn near 40. But, and even when I was a kid, I wasn't down with the kids anyway. But, it's one of those things where, again, the price tag on it is a little bit of a hit to take. But because you are getting a unique item, I mean, I've certainly had plenty of seafood, and I've had prawns before, but never presented quite like this in this capacity. So it's one of those things where, you're paying a little bit for the special experience. Just kind of keep that in mind. But the flavors are there, and everything about it was tasty. So, again, if you're willing to go over there and drop the money on it. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there themselves a truly prawn-tastic rest of your life. Because prawns are good. I like prawns. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there, whenever possible, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, what's your personal opinion on seafood? Are you for it? Are you against it? Some people just don't go in for it. And obviously, shellfish, can be an allergen for some people. For me, I've always loved it. Like I said, my dad used to make it quite a bit when I was a kid. And, I've just always enjoyed some really good seafood. Let me know about your experiences. Anyway,